Well, we are at our new house. Boxes are everywhere. We're still unpacking, and this is the house we almost didn't get.
The bank that pre-approved us said everything was great, and then on the day of closing, they said, sorry, we can't give you the loan.
We were renting a house, and we'd already given our notice to move out, so we didn't know where we were going to live. With 3 small children, what do you do? Then we were referred to KLA Lending Advisors.
Within 4 or 5 days, we had a commitment to loan, and then a week and a half later, we closed.
We had no idea how important it was to choose the right lender. Now we do.
Everybody, welcome to KLA Now. I am Cody Kessler, your host for today's show. We are coming to you live from the Rockville office of KLA Lending Advisors, a division of Homebridge. We're bringing you a weekly show that we do live here on Facebook. It is a real estate mortgage industry show. We talk about buying, selling, repairing homes, and everything in between. The show is designed to get you, the buyers, sellers, agents, whoever it may be, inside information, tips and tricks and things that a lot of people just don't talk about. And we want to bring that information to you because we think that it's important. So, as I said, we come to you live every Wednesday night at 6:30 p.m. You can always, if you don't have the ability to watch this full show or you want to watch any of our previous shows, all of our KLA Now shows are on YouTube, and you can go there and check them all out by searching KLA Lending, okay? So, because it is a live show, as always, we really do want you to engage, like us, share us, comment on us. By doing that, it allows us to ask and answer any questions. I've got a whole team of people here that are designed to do just that. So, ask that. We love that type of engagement. So again, I'm Cody Kessler. You're watching KLA Now. KLA Lending Advisors, a division of Homebridge Financial. And we are a live show coming to you about real estate and mortgage industry and everything in between. So today's show, we got an awesome show, my opinion, because here's why. I'm constantly looking at transactions. I mean, when we do, I don't know, between 50 and 100 transactions a month here at KLA. So, and I've been doing this for a long time, and I have seen everything. I have literally seen every type of buyer, every type of situation. I have dealt with every single type of real estate agent. So I've seen it all. And so I have compiled a list of what I believe the top 5 mistakes that buyers make when they go and buy a house. It is hopefully going to be some really good information because there's, buyers, and a lot of them are first-time home buyers. They have no idea what's going on, and they are so afraid of what mistakes they could make. So I think that this is going to be a great show for those guys to watch. Again, I'm Cody Kessler. You're watching KLA Now. We are coming to you live here on Facebook Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. from the KLA Lending offices here in Rockville, Maryland. Okay, so if you're watching our show, live show, check us out. If you're watching us on a mobile phone, click this little button. It's right here. It's turn on. You'll get our live notifications. That way you don't even have to wait. Your phone will automatically tell you when our show is on. You can just click that button and check us out. So we have a segment of the show where we do listings from great real estate properties around the area. We put them on Instagram. So follow us on Instagram. Go to @KLA Lending. And there you can see all our newly listed properties from all of our realtor partners all around the area, Maryland, D.C., Virginia. Great way to check out some photos there. Our last episode, we were talking about what to fix before selling. We had a great real estate agent, Brian Lumpkin, on here. He gave us some great information, tips. Thank you for all the comments and all the likes. It was a great interaction. We had one question that we weren't able to answer. So I want to go back to that and talk about this, is does fixing your home increase the value of your house even if the comps are really low? That's a great question, and it's actually a tough one to answer because the reason being, the value of the home isn't really exactly based off of a dollar for dollar improvement. Okay, so when you're talking about actual repairs or renovations or what have you, we're talking about something very different than fixing your home, because you're talking about condition grades. Okay, so and what I mean by that is you're going to have your house compared to all the other houses that are similar to that house. So we're talking about similar square footage, similar number of bathrooms, is the basement finished? All of those things, colonial to colonial, all within a near radius. So if your house is in a lower condition grade than another similar house, your house can sell for less. So really what you're doing is, by fixing it up, as Brian was talking about, what you're really doing is putting it at the top of the market for similar properties. Now, if you were to take a similar property and renovate it, basically putting it, increasing the square footage, adding a bathroom, things like that, now that's where you might be able to increase the value, because now you're putting it in a different bracket from a comparison standpoint. So hopefully that was a good answer to the questions. It's really not that cut and dry. And if you'd like more detail on that, feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to have a conversation with you directly to make sure that you're getting the answers that you're looking for, okay? So every week we give away a $25 gift card to Starbucks. Most realtors I know live off of Starbucks. And this week's winner is exactly that. He is a friend of mine, Prabjit Singh. He's a great real estate agent. I know that this guy probably lives off of coffee. So, sir, congratulations on winning this week's $25 gift card. We'll reach out to you and let you know how you can claim that. Thank you so much for commenting. That said, that's how you win. If you want your chance to win $25 gift card, like and comment on this episode, and every week we pick a random winner. And we'll announce it on next week's show who this week's winner is. So please, again, like and comment. Have that interaction with us. We love it. If you're just tuning in, my name is Cody Kessler. You are watching KLA Now, a live Facebook show designed for real estate and mortgage industry and all the topics that are in between. So, again, check out this little phone right here that just popped up. Click the Turn On Now button. You will get notifications every time the show comes on at 6:30. That way you don't have to sit around and wait for it. It'll automatically prompt you and you can just tune right in. Okay, guys? All right. This week, we've got some news. So our news this week episode starts with, we got 3 topics, okay? And topic number 1, average home size have shrunk for new single home families, okay? Single families. What that means is that we are seeing that the National Association of Realtors has reported a reduction in the size of homes that are fit for new single families, okay? An article that was posted in Realtor Mag stated that the average square footage of a new single-family home has dropped from 2,620 square feet to 2,602 square feet. Now, I know that doesn't sound like a lot. It's 18 square feet. However, we're talking about trends here. It's a reversal. That trend is no longer going up, okay? So this has been a trend that has been observed as builders are mostly focusing on the entry-level end of the housing market, okay? That's that move-up. Now, we had a show a couple weeks back talking about the move-ups are the most important segment of the housing market. They open up everything else. So homes sizes historically fall prior to and during an economic recession. Key piece of information there, as home buyers constrain their budgets. So I think that that's what we're seeing right now, and builders are responding to that. They're actually responding, saying, we know that these families aren't looking for these huge houses anymore. They're looking at things that are a little bit more economically and basically something that fits their family a little bit better, because if you're a new starter family, you don't need a huge house. You just need a good house that is going to last it for maybe 5 to 10 years. Your family grows, and then that way you can upsize. So that's how it's supposed to work. But if you want more on this topic, go to realtormag.com or check out the link below that we put up on the screen here. All right, article number 2, home prices dip as the market heads into the holidays. This is pretty common because volume, everything kind of starts to collapse around the holiday time. People start taking vacations, slow their businesses down. So you see at the same time, volume in the markets slow as well. and that lack of volume leads to lower home prices. But buyers may be able to get a slight reduction on the home of their dreams. Okay, so it doesn't mean that this is a bad time to buy. It actually means that if you're smart and savvy, you should be in the market looking for a great deal. Okay, Realtor.com reports that the median prices of homes have dipped by 1.3% in October for existing or previously lived-in homes compared to last September, which is based on the latest from the National Association of Realtors. On the bright side, home prices are still up 6% from this time last year. Okay, so prices typically drop alongside temperature once summer ends and kids go back to school, as well as when the sellers get busy preparing for the holidays. Okay, so guys, I said this all the time. Every realtor that I've ever met has always said that now is a great time to buy. And, you know, I'm not saying that they're not telling the truth. I'm just saying that if you know better, you can read between the lines there. What I am telling you right now is this is a really good time to take a look at buying or selling. Our next article, which is article number 3, talks about why. Guys, mortgage applications are up by 5.5%, as reported by the Mortgage Bankers Association. There is a clear spike in mortgage applications seen this past week. And guys, it is all due to Mr. Donald J. Trump. We had a great show where we had 2 of the executive VPs from secondary come in and talk about, right before the election, what would be some of the ramifications of whether Clinton or Trump were elected into the presidency. And everybody expected that if Trump won, that markets would crumble. And we've seen the exact opposite. We've seen the equities market rise to a new all-time record high, and with that, mortgage rates have jumped about 0.5%. So when people saw that, it does exactly what it's supposed to do. It creates fear. Well, not exactly what it's supposed to do, but generally when you see these things happen, that's what happens. Fear is created, people panic, they run into the market, and that's exactly why you've seen mortgage applications go up so quickly, especially in the purchase market. Around here in this area, what you've got is low inventory. Okay, so purchase volumes have been seen to be weak. Prior to the election, even though mortgage rates were at historic lows, applications were driven by borrowers seeking larger loans above 417. Okay, now in our area, that doesn't qualify as a jumbo loan. That's still a Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac loan. You can go all the way up to 625, 500. However, there is a huge segment of our market that even goes above that. So, taking those things into consideration, Michael Francintoni, MBA's chief economist, is basically pointing at that is why we're seeing this influx right there. He added that mortgage rates have continued to move higher post-election, as I just discussed, and investors are looking for increases in growth and inflation, which means that there's a good chance that mortgage rates will follow that trend. However, be very cautious, guys. Very volatile, extremely volatile. And I don't want to say that the markets are being propped, but I do want to say that what we're seeing, there's really not a good indicator as to why. So Donald Trump, known for very volatile statements, volatile actions, these things could all be reversed very quickly. So just make sure that you're watching the market, because here's why. Great time to get in. You never buy a house based upon what the rate is doing. You buy a house because you need to buy a house and you want to buy a house. Interest rates are going to be interest rates, because there is such a thing as refinancing. So if you get in now because you found the house that you love and it's the best time to do it, and rates drop back down in 3 or 6 months, you can always refinance. So don't buy a house based upon what interest rates are doing. Buy it because you need to buy a house. Okay, guys? So if you want more on that story, check on the link below. You can click it there, and you'll find all the information that you need. So, guys, again, my name is Cody Kessler. I am the host of KLA Now. It is a live Facebook show. We come to you every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m., and we talk about all the insider information that is related to the real estate and mortgage industries, okay? So I want to invite you, like our episode, comment, ask a question. If you do both of those, we pick a random winner to win a $25 Starbucks gift card, and we give it away every week. And because it is a live show, if we make a mistake, if I say something silly, hey, we're just going to keep rolling right on through it. So hang in there with us. All right, next segment. Here's our market rate update for the week. A recap on market rates and what they've been doing in the last 7 days. So our source comes to you from Mortgage News Daily, and we bring to you a chart that talks about mortgage rates. Now, as you can see, there was a pretty big jump. It went, from right above 4%, 4.25, somewhere sitting around there. It's starting to creep back down, so you're going to find that a 30-year national average sits about 4.125%. Now, these are on loan amounts that are 417 and below, and with excellent credit, 20% down. That's where these averages come from. So if you're looking for a rate that is for a mortgage that you qualify for, you shouldn't actually be looking at this. You want to talk to a mortgage lender and find out based upon your credit, your loan product, things like money down. It's going to give you a much better idea, but that's a good ballpark for you, okay? Again, guys, I'm Cody Kessler. If you're just joining us, you are watching KLA Now, live Facebook show geared towards the market and mortgage and real estate industries, designed to give you insider information. Like the episode, share the episode, comment, ask questions. We love it. We got a full team here. And if you like and comment on the show, you can enter yourself in to win a $25 gift card to Starbucks. Okay, guys, click here. Phone just popped up. There's a turn on now button that'll get you live notifications so that anytime that we go live with the show, Wednesday at 6:30 p.m., your phone will automatically let you know, and just click a button. You'll be watching us live, okay? Next segment, hot new listings. This is great. We got 2 really good listings for you. Usually put up 3, but we wanted to get these 2 and focus on them. So our first listing comes to you from our realtor partner, Michelle Simcak. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. It's got built-in bookcases. It's an open floor plan. As you can see, it's a great-looking little house. Finished basement with ceramic tile in the bathrooms. It's coming to you at $800,000 on the market. This is a fantastic little Cape Cod. But if you want more information, all Michelle's information is up on the screen right now. Fantastic agent with Century 21 Millennium. Highly suggest you guys give her a call. Next listing, Mr. Kyle Toomey. Got a great, actually looks like almost like a loft. But it's a 4-bedroom, 1.5 bath. It's got a 3+ car driveway. Hardwood floors, new carpet, fresh paint. There's a porch in the backyard. This is a single-family home. It's not a loft. It just looks really cool with the wood and the railings there. It's coming to you on the market at $420,000. Again, all of Kyle's information. Great realtor. It's up on the screen right now, and you can reach out to Kyle to get more information on this great property. We are going to go ahead and tell you right now, if you like these listings, we put all of them up on Instagram. So you can go and check them all out by following us at Kessler Lending on Instagram. And so realtors, if you want to get your property up there, you can submit them to marketing@KesslerLendingAdvisors.com, and we'll get you all the information up there, and you can get your property as one of our next hot new listings. Okay, guys, again, I'm Cody Kessler. You're watching KLA Now, live Facebook show designed for real estate and mortgage. Please like episodes, leave a comment, ask a question, enter yourself in to get a $25 Starbucks gift card. Okay, so we are going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we're going to get into our segment, Top 5 Mistakes That Buyers Make When They're Buying a New Home. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Okay, guys, hey, we're back. I am Cody Kessler. You are watching KLA Now. It's a live Facebook show coming to you every Wednesday night at 6:30 p.m. We are talking to you about everything mortgage and real estate industry related, buying, selling, fixing up homes, everything in between. It's all insider information designed to get you tips and tricks that nobody else is really talking about. So today's episode, I really want you to interact with us. So if you can, like us, comment, ask a question, enter yourself in to win a $25 Starbucks gift card. We give it away to one random person that likes and comments on every show. So we hope that you're it. So with that, what we're going to do is, see this one that just popped up here? Click on this button. It says turn on. You're going to get notifications every time we go live with the show, Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. Okay? This week's topic. I am really, really good. We've covered this before, but we're going to kind of redo it and Top 5 mistakes that buyers make when they're buying a home. Okay? Why is this important? I alluded to this earlier in the show. This is something that we see so often. And buyers, and a lot of first-time home buyers, they go into buying a home and they have no idea the right way to go about it. And so we see lots of mistakes that are being made by the buyers themselves, by buyer's agents, by listing agents. And you would think that a lot of these people that are supposed to be there to protect you will do so. And the reality is, guys, it's just not the case. I just actually went through a transaction with my grandmother where literally she was selling a home. The listing agent, the buyer's agent, the buyer, I could not have seen more incompetence at every single turn, including the title company when they got it closed. So when you're on the wrong end of these things, they can go really bad. So what we want to talk about is how can you make sure that you don't make any mistakes in the transaction that are going to cause you any financial or legal pain, okay? So let's get right into it. Mistake number 5, okay? We're going to go down the list. It's something that I thought I couldn't get out of, okay? Now, every first-time home buyer, this is their number one fear. And a lot of people that have been to the rodeo, so to speak, multiple times, they don't even know this. Guys, you can get out of these transactions, okay? I understand that they feel like they are definitive. It's the number one fear that first-time home buyers have. I don't want to pull the trigger because if I sign that contract and if I start talking to a bank, that's it, I'm in. And you know this. There's many people that feel like banks and real estate agents just push their clients through the transaction so that they can make money. Not going to really weigh in on whether I believe in that or not. I would just say that you as the consumer need to make sure that you are well aware of how to protect yourself. So the main thing is, if I were to tell you right now, you can get out at any point in time of the transaction prior to you actually closing, that should take all the fear away. Now, how do you do that? From a banking standpoint, the only 2 documents that really mean that you have borrowed money from the bank are the mortgage note and the mortgage deed. So if you have not executed those 2 documents, which you don't do until closing, guys, you can take all those papers that the bank has made you sign prior to that, and you can tear them up and throw them away, and there's no legal or financial ramifications whatsoever. That's also why your bank should not be charging you anything to go through the application process. That means that you don't owe them anything when you want to get out. Let's flip to the other side. As a buyer, you are going to sign a legal document. It's a contract. In a lot of places, it's 60-some pages of contractual documents. So what's the exposure there? This is really where people get scared because they're signing that big contract. They don't know what it means. First, you have an EMD, an earnest money deposit, and then you have the actual legal contract terms that you have to live up to. And if you were sitting at that closing table and you decided to say, I changed my mind, guys, you can do that. The risk would be, can the seller keep my earnest money deposit, whatever that check is that you sign and give to them to hold when you sign that contract, and can they sue you? Can they sue you for breach? Can they sue you for not living up to the terms, okay? They can absolutely sue you, but the reality is lots of sellers don't have the time or the money to go through that. And the reality is most of them are just looking to keep your earnest money deposit and then put their house back on the market and move on. So knowing that that is the absolute worst thing that can happen to you, there's nothing else that can pop up. So you know how to walk through a transaction. So guys, just remember, if that's the worst thing, you know that you've got a back door. You can always get out, okay? Topic number 2, or number 4, counting on a list down, sorry. I got stuck on the house. I hear people make this mistake all the time. And really, agents are the ones that are telling me that these things are happening, and I've seen it. We as a mortgage company, we don't have anything to do with the actual purchasing of a home. It's always done by the real estate agent. But if you know that you have to look at the entire house, okay? What I mean by that, it's not just the features on the inside. It's not the square footage, and let me look at the kitchen, or how many bedrooms and bathrooms does it have. A lot of the time it has to do with where's the neighborhood. Is it in a cul-de-sac? What do the school districts look like? Geography of that actual property. Here's why I say this, guys. in a market that we're in right now, which it's not always, but we're in a low inventory market, which means that there's not a ton of properties on the market for you to choose from. Choosing a house that fits the location, geography, things like that, you can always make the house what you want it to be. You can do a renovation loan. You can fix up the kitchen. You can add on square footage. Lots of people forget that because they don't have the vision to see the house in any other condition than what it's listed as. So guys, make sure you're talking to your real estate agent and don't get stuck on the house. Have a vision, look around that, and remember that renovation loans are something that are absolutely doable, okay? Topic number 3, I move forward without fully understanding things. This is a mistake that I hear all the time, and it's actually one of the most commonly complained about things, is that people just didn't feel like they were in control. They felt like the real estate agent and the mortgage company were both pushing them towards closing so that what? They can make money. That's the difference between a really good real estate agent and a good mortgage company. Neither one of those people are going to be focused on closing you simply so that you can make money. They're going to be focused on making sure that you get great information and that you are deciding to move forward, okay? Because again, it's your choice. You do have those exit strategies. So make sure that your real estate agent and the mortgage company that you're working for are in line with that, and they're walking you through the transaction, giving you all the required information so that you can make a good, informed decision. That way, you'll never sit there saying, I made a mistake and I moved forward without knowing what was going on, okay? All right, so we're going to stop and take a quick break right there. I'm Cody Kessler. You're watching KLA Now. We are talking about the top 5 mistakes that buyers make when they're buying a home. Please, again, ask lots of questions. We love what we're seeing. Make a comment, anything at all. Like us, shares. We love the engagement, okay? If you do like us and comment, you enter yourself in to win a $25 Starbucks gift card. We pick one random winner per week, and we'll give that away next week, okay? So back to the list. We're down to number 2. I don't need a buyer's agent, okay? I can't tell you how many times I've seen people enter into a transaction and they don't have a buyer's agent and they think that they can do it themselves. This is a huge mistake in my opinion because a good buyer's agent is worth every single penny that you are going to pay them. Yes, you as the buyer pay them. Here's why, okay? Listing agents will tell everybody, and buyer's agents especially, that the seller pays the 6%. That's true. But guys, you got to remember, those things are built into the sales price. Because if you were to walk up to a seller and say, I don't have a buyer's agent, therefore you don't have to pay them 3%, you can instantly reduce the sales price by that 3%. So remember, a buyer's agent is it's not a glorified Uber driver. Good buyer's agents know how to find the right property, and they know how to negotiate that property to the best price. They also, and most importantly, the good real estate agents like Pat Kilner. Pat Kilner is one of the greatest real estate agents out there. That guy knows how to write a contract that is going to protect his clients. That is what you're looking for, because if the transaction goes bad, that's where the agent is going to earn that money. It's going to earn that money protecting you in a legal transaction, okay? So guys, that is why you absolutely need a buyer's agent, because when you find the right one, and if you want to know who good buyer's agents are in your area, feel free to give me a call. I've got the list of the best agents that are out there. You let me know. But guys, don't make mistake number 2. Don't go into a real estate transaction to buy a house without a great buyer's agent. And that leaves us to mistake number 1. I fell in love with a house before having my financing in place. I see this happen all the time. Every time a deal goes bad and we are called in to try to pick up and save that deal, it's because the buyer did not do the due diligence, and it's not the buyer's fault. It's actually the mortgage lender's fault for promising something quick and easy and pushing them in by giving a quick pre-approval letter. But guys, you got to remember this. The financing is everything. And I've said this before. You never fit the numbers into the house. You always fit the house into the numbers. So in this day and age, when there are properties at every turn, there's so many websites that you can go out there and find properties on. Literally, you can look at properties at 3 a.m. while you're in your underwear. And you can go through and try to find it. And I'm sure that there's probably some of you watching this right now doing just that. But the point that I'm making is this. You've got to understand that this is a business transaction. The emotion of buying a house is extremely high. And there are real estate agents and mortgage lenders that will play off of that emotion, and they'll keep letting you drive forward. So don't fall in love with the house before you have your financing in line, meaning that you've gone through the due diligence process, you've submitted all your documents, you've gotten something solid in writing from the bank saying that the financing's there, the money is there. That way, guys, when you do go and find that house that you love, it's not a matter of if, it is simply a matter of when. You mitigate all the risk. You take away those sleepless nights wondering if it's going to happen or if the bank's going to close it on time. Guys, it makes for a much smoother transaction. So that is the number one mistake that I see people making. It happens all the time, and it's predicated based upon a lack of knowledge by the buyer, and then the real estate agents and the mortgage companies allowing this to happen because, guys, it is a sales industry. So knowing these top 5 mistakes and understanding what they are and how to protect yourself are going to make sure that bad things don't happen to you when you buy a home. So that's what we got today. I'm going to go back through these things. So our number 5 mistake, I thought it was something that I can't get out of. You absolutely can. Mistake number 4, I got stuck on the house. Guys, make sure that you're looking at everything. You can make the house whatever you want it to be. I moved forward without fully understanding things. Make sure that you are getting everything explained to you. Make sure that you are choosing to move forward. That way you don't get to the finish line. You go, I wouldn't have done this if somebody had told me something different. Mistake number 2, I don't need a buyer's agent. I already explained to you why it's extremely important. These guys protect you. They negotiate on your behalf. They're going to save you way more money than you could potentially ever pay them when you find the right one. And our number 1 mistake, I fell in love with a house before I had my financing in line. I can't tell you how many heartbroken people have sat in my office because somebody else promised them that they could get the house of their dreams, and at the last minute, the bank pulled the financing out from underneath them. Don't let these things happen to you. You've now been informed. You know my top 5 mistakes for making sure that bad things don't happen to you when you're buying a house. So make sure that you take these things into heart. If you have any questions, if you want to reach out to me for any reason at all, talk to me about there are other mistakes that are made, ask them. We'd love to hear from you. Comment, ask your questions here. Give us a call. You can reach me personally at 240-403-7233, or you can email us at KesslerLendingAdvisors@homebridge.com. Okay? So thank you so much. We really want to appreciate it. Guys, if you like this, like us here on Facebook, like our Kessler Lending Advisors, you can find us at /Kessler Lending Team on Facebook. You can also follow us on Twitter at Kessler_lending. And as we said earlier, check us out with all our newest listings on Instagram at Kessler Lending. Okay, guys? So again, here's our contact information. If you have questions, you want to reach out to us, we do mortgages here. We're actually pretty darn good at them. So if you're looking to get financing, give us a call. We'd love to help you out. We'd also love to introduce you to real estate agents. We know everything that there is to know about the real estate and mortgage industry. That's what we do this show, to get the information out to you. Call us. We're here to help. You can reach us at 240-403-7233, or you can email us at KesslerLendingAdvisors@homebridge.com. Guys, that is all that we have for you today's episode. We hope that you enjoyed it. We hope that you tune in next time. I am Cody Kessler, your host for KLA Now. You can see us every single week, Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. We hope to see you next week. Thanks so much for tuning in. See you next time.
Well, we are at our new house. Boxes are everywhere. We're still unpacking, and this is the house we almost didn't get.
The bank that pre-approved us said everything was great, and then on the day of closing, they said, sorry, we can't give you the loan.
We were renting a house, and we'd already given our notice to move out, so we didn't know where we were going to live. With 3 small children, what do? Then we were referred to Kessler Lending Advisors.
Within 4 or 5 days, we had a commitment to loan, and then a week and a half later, we closed.
We had no idea how important it was to choose the right lender. Now we do.